is now, and I am a time being. Time being. Do you know what a time being is? Well, if you give me a moment, I will tell you. A time being is somebody who lives in time. And that means you and me and every one of us who is or was or ever will be. As for me, right now I am sitting in a French-made cafe in Akiba Electricity Town. Akiba Electricity Town. Akiba Electricity Town. Listening to a sad chanson that is playing sometime in your past, which is also my present. Writing this and wondering about you somewhere in my future. And if you're reading this, then maybe by now you're wondering about me too. You wonder about me. I wonder about you. Who are you and what are you doing? Are you in a New York subway car hanging from a strap or soaking in your hot tub in Sunnyvale? Are you sunbathing on a sandy beach in fuck it, or having your toenails buffed in Abu Dhabi? Are you a male or a female or somewhere in between? Is your girlfriend cooking you a yummy dinner, or are you eating cold noodles from a box? Let's get the next one because it's a little. Do you have a cat, and is she sitting on your lap? Cat, lap. Does her forehead smell like cedar trees and fresh, sweet air? Actually, it doesn't matter very much, because by the time you read this, everything will be different, and you will be nowhere in particular, flipping idly through the pages of this book, which happens to be the diary of my last days on Earth, wondering if you should keep on reading. I tried to have a blog for a while. My 8th grade teacher in Sunnyvale, Mrs. Amy's, told me to start one that I could write about my impressions and observations and all the interesting stuff that was going to happen to me in Japan. My dad helped me set it up before we moved, and I named it The Future Is Now, because I thought that my future in Japan was going to be one big American-style adventure. How dumb was that? Actually, it wasn't completely dumb. At the time, I was feeling hopeful, which now seems kind of sad and brave. It wasn't my fault that I didn't understand what was happening. My parents weren't exactly being upfront with me about our reasons for leaving California. I kept it up for a while, making these cheerful, chirpy postings to The Future Is Now, but I felt like a total fraud. And then one day, a couple of months after I got back, I happened to check my statistics, and I realized that the whole time since I started my blog, only 12 people had ever visited it, for about a minute each, and I hadn't had a single hit in weeks. So that's when I stopped. There's nothing sadder than cyberspace when you're floating around out there all alone, talking to yourself. This feels a little targeted. I'm just kidding. But, this part I flipped to, or kind of on coincidence. I wasn't expecting to find it, but I feel like this is, such a... I'm trying, there's another, quote in this book that's kind of something along the lines of, "It's sad, everyone furiously typing into nowhere, into the void, and kind of no one watching." I think I mentioned this in my first video, actually, now that I think about it, but that stuck with me a little bit, because it is a little bit sad how, I mean, like, so many people have we all do, we all have so much to express, and some people choose to post videos online or have a blog or something, and a lot of the time, people don't get much traction. I think it's really important to value, like, I don't know, I've been finding that making ASMR has given me a kind of air pocket in the day or in the week where I feel really like myself and comfortable, and I just am able to express myself authentically. I set up my lights and my curtains, and I just get to feel some degree of creative expression. It's not nothing crazy. I'm not writing music or anything, but it's still so nice to do. And I'm really, really grateful for all of the support it's completely, I mean, I think about with me, if someone were to find my channel and make fun of me for it, I mean, I'm being genuine and authentic, and I'm trying to maybe help some people sleep or help some people feel a little relief from anxiety. And I think that even if some, there's just, I think we should all just be kinder to ourselves and to others about this sort of thing, because there's so much, like, human beings are meant to express. We're meant to sing and dance and all this stuff, and we've made it into like made it into you should only sing if you're good at it, where instead of singing being just something that human beings do, birds aren't judging each other on their singing ability, they're just doing what they do. And I think humans are naturally interested in creative expression, and so there shouldn't be a kind of marker of whether or not you should feel like it's worth it, Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up. This video is long now. I thought it was only gonna be like 10 minutes. I think this one is a little bit of a flop because I was just reading and then yapping about nothing and repeating myself. But, one more thing. I feel really good about, like, whether or not I post a video. It always comes down to when I hit, like, the end record button. If I feel like I was authentic and genuine and the sounds were good enough